Good morning, Midland, Texas, Buddy Webb. We woke up this morning and we have a new mayor in Midland. Congratulations, Patrick Payton, and I believe he's a former pastor Stonegate. Of course, God saved my life, and I give God all the praise and glory. It's an absolute miracle. These are just extremely powerful criminals rigging homes all over, Midland, Odessa, Texas, across the nation. And of course they cut my phone lines and shot me by surprise, listened to me scream for help, waited for me to die. These are cold-blooded killers right here. Corrupt police involved. Took years to get them identified. It just really unprecedented what's going on here. But the mayor when I was shot was actually Wes Perry. But then shortly after that, one of the city councilmen, Jerry Morales, ran for mayor and he got it. And he's been the mayor most of the time that all these crimes have been committed against me. And so now that he didn't win the election yesterday, I was going back and looking at my emails that I sent him. I did talk to him in person. He called me one day, and I can't remember what year that was. I've got an email on it, and where I spoke to him on the phone and told him what happened, and I told him about the secret police, and he agreed we should never have secret police, and then that was that. The crimes continued, the secret police wasn't identified, and it changed nothing. And so here I pulled this up. I did a search on my Gmail just for Jerry Morales right here, and I'm gonna scroll down, and I was gonna show you I had 32 emails with his address, and then I'm gonna look at the dates here. I'm not gonna go over all of them, and you can see that the first one was in December 2012. I was ambushed and shot in January 2012, so that was later the year on when I was shot. And this email was kind of interesting. The title of it was "Did I Wake Up in China?" And right after that, the news was broadcast. News West 9 was looking for a guy named Eric Perez for capital attempted murder. I thought he might be the guy that shot me. And there was multiple almost caught him chases. He tried to kill some cops over Stanton, shot at them, tried to run them over, all this. And then they finally caught him, and all them charges went away. They mysteriously disappeared, And it was really odd, the whole thing was odd. And, it was like I felt like a cover-up. He wasn't no longer wanted for capital attempted murder. They just forgot that he tried to kill cops and all this. And then also I noticed where News West 9 was deleting news stories that they posted to the internet. And even this year I did a movie on that. I have a video called Wanted for Capital Attempted Murder. You ought to check it out. And it shows proof that the news stations are deleting posted news stories after I went and contacted them because I was wanting to investigate this Eric Perez, in relation to the crimes here and the capital attempted murder. But that all started with this one email right here that I wake up in China in December 2012, and right after that, that's when all that started. So you can see the many old different names of them. Personal message, and this was it. Right after he got elected, his son gets arrested for a drug violation, and the question was asked if that was used to blackmail him. We're going to send your son to prison for the next 30 years unless you do what we tell you to do. And of course his son got off easy, and the crimes against me continued. And so maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Okay. I forwarded email, and some of these I copied him on them or forwarded them to him or whatever. Here's crimes at 3802 Fair Circle, and and that was back in 2014. True Miracle was a real big email that I posted. That went to half the churches in Midland and every supervisor in the Midland Police Department, and also to then Governor Rick Perry. And I posted the send to list on that, and so that was in July 2014. And so once again, what we're looking at is emails that I've sent Mayor Morales, and Project Safe Child. I contacted the Department of Justice, and suggests they look here for clues in the disappearance of Haley Dunn, 13-year-old missing famous murdered child, and her remains are found 2 days later in Scurry County. Now multiple people are documented saying that she was killed and buried in Ector County or Odessa. Okay, Midland Secret Police reply requested. It's look, secret police identity, secret police MPD accountability, and secret police identity. Dr. Stalker, that's another video, huge. That's another big video and important stuff there. This one was really interesting. Kids buried under a home at 3801 Fairhaven. This woman comes to my house, and that's what she told me, and I was secretly recording her, you know, and so I sent that. Actually, I sent it to the chief of police, and I copied in the mayor on that one, and so John Woodward, he was. Now we know that he was the first law enforcement officer seen arriving at my home, followed by Mike Naylor. He was the former sheriff at Martin County, Stanton. Remember a while ago when I was talking about Eric Perez shot at Martin County deputies? You know, that was where John Woodward was over there at Martin County. Anyways, he was the first one at my house, and he wasn't even from Midland. He was from another county. He's followed by Mike Naylor, who's no longer alive. Here's another email, missing Reno woman, and I have a story about Reno, health and safety of the public. A lot of the crimes here are concerning the health and safety of the public, felony, burglary, more testimony on multiple murders, phone calls. Here we're looking at them. Girls remain found in 2013. I mean, this is the story of the girl being murdered at the old show party. Let's see. Mike Conaway's brother-in-law used to live across the street. And this one's real big here. Burglary, habitation, theft of services at 3802 Fair Circle. And we're going to have to get the date on there. And it was in, I got to look at it again, July 3rd. Okay. And I'm going to pull that one up for you here. Actually, it's showing here July 10th, 2018. Burglar alarms, theft of services, and I gave the city council, mayor, chief of police a history. I moved here as a 25-year company man, spent my life savings with hope and excitement, spent my life savings on the American dream, my home, not knowing it was rigged with hidden underground access being used for crime and racketeering. And here's what happened, and then these videos that are time stamped, there's 50 of them. And these are burglar alarms going off my house. The burglars would set off burglar alarms in my house, and I would make a video. And, you know, I finally quit calling the police on all the crimes here under the advice of my attorney because, you know, we found out that there's a dozen police that are connected to the capital murder attempt on my life. And it's even been questioned if it was the police that sneaked into my home and tried to kill me to let the burglar out of my bathroom on the day of the murder attempt, you know. And so anyways, yeah, that's a big one right there. And then $2,000 reward. That's another big one. I mean, imagine that. Never happened before in the history of America. A crime victim offered a reward to identify police. So Scott Dufford, he's my city councilman. He popped up there and he was on this. And so even though this was sent in 2016, they didn't get him identified until May of 2018. That was after I paid, $2,000 or something like that. There's another one here. This one's interesting right here. That's where I'm going to end it. Message blocked. Okay. July 10th, and that was this year. And so all these crimes that I've been trying to contact our city leaders, and go, hey, we got a problem. There's a danger to the health and safety of the public, and I was fixing to show all the times I've contacted the new mayor. I've contacted him many times, but City of Midland organizational chart showing who runs the city of Midland. And then basically here it is. Here's the police, reports city manager, and the police is now Chief Herman, reports to city manager Courtney Sharp, reports to the city council and mayor, and reports to the citizens of Midland. You know, and you know, I know that I felt like, you know, that they're for whatever reason, oh, he's not a citizen of Midland. Well, I sure am. I chose to come here. I paid taxes here. I spent my life saving. My home is here, you know. I mean, this is where I chose to live. This is my town, my city, and crime is going on here, and I'm reporting it, and I want something done about it. And it's not just my home, it's many, many victims. And it's Buddy Webb, Midland, Texas.